Hello guys, my name is Sub-Zero Exabyte and I am having a fantastic day. And I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as well, and if not yet hope you are going to have a fantastic day. But I think I know a certain way how I can make your day fantastic. And that is what we are going to do right now, because we are going to play with some cars today. It are real cars, but don't worry, they won't stay forever. So without everything said, let's get going. Oh yes, I got it. Let's place a car garage where we can spawn our cars in and place them if we don't need them. It does need to be big because if it start raining the cars will be protected from it. You see, think of every detail there is, because maybe you didn't know it, but Chip and I are car lovers. We just love nice cars and drive them. We always go touring to big cities when we can. It is so fun because you have a nice time together, plus when you are on the road you can meet other cool people and make new friends. Chip and I already make more than 100 road trips around the world, but we both have our roles that we fill in. So mine is that I am the driver. That means that I do all driving for the most part, and I need to know all the roads, but not only where they are, but what road is a nice condition and what is bad to drive on. Yes, that is my role, but Chip has a bigger role. He is the car mechanic, so he needs to fix the car if something is wrong with it. That is a huge role to fulfill, but Chip is the best at it. He always fixes everything. Besides that, Chip also is a really good driver, so if I ever get tired on the road or something else happens, Chip can always come in as that secondary driver. Alright, let's drive a bit, shall we, on this nice road. I made this road extra smooth so we can have some nice test drives. A bit of small drifts would be okay, I think. Oh yes, by the way, I forgot to tell you, Chip will not jump in the car because he tries to coach me from outside the car. That way Chip has a better view of what I am doing. Plus he just really likes to run, so it is not a problem. As you can see, my driving is really good. I am able to do small drifts, what only pros can do. If we had a whole city for our own, then I could really show you what drifting looks like, but this is okay for now. Oh yes, after we are done with driving there are gonna be some tests we are gonna need to do. What tests, you are asking, right? Well, let me tell you, we are gonna blow up cars. Yes, blow them up, and a lot of them. Chip and I decided to do these tests because we really want to see what happens to them if they blow up together, but I will show you that later on in the video because we need to focus now. Do you beautiful people like this blue car? Because I don't know what to think of it. It is a okay car for just driving, and drifting goes okay, but there is not that much speed what I really want because I love speed. Alright, I like speed, right? Well, now comes up the next car, guys. This car is really fast. They call it the speed monster. Why? Well, because of the top speed it can reach. I don't actually know what the top speed is, but is really fast. I will tell you a story that Chip told me when he was driving this car. There was this big race and only the fastest cars could come, so Chip also went there with his speed monster. Once he was there, everything was fine until the boss of the race came to Chip to check his car. Out of nowhere the boss told him Chip won't be racing today. Chip was in shock and asked why. The boss responded on that with your cars is not in a good condition. But Chip checked everything 3 times and the boss had another look, then he told him it's alright to race now. So the big race was on. Chip just was so fast he ended up as first, plus he made a new world record. That's why they call this car the speed monster, and that is how it will go down in the history books, because I think there will be a faster car soon with all the new cars that come up every day. So I am now extending the roadway so I am able to show you beautiful people how fast this thing really can. Oh yes guys, I think I know what the next city is gonna be where Chip and I should make a road trip to. I don't know yet if Chip is gonna like it, but mostly likes everything, so that won't be a problem. Well, I was thinking of Amsterdam, the capital of the Netherlands. It is a big city where there are a lot of streets where you can drive really safe. Plus the Netherlands has some of the best highways in the world where we also can drive. I think Chip will like it as well. Or do you people think we should take another city? I will still be thinking. I don't know if I should leave the car at this color. I am not a huge fan of red color. Let me think, what color would be better on this car? Maybe blue, or no, blue is not a good color for cars. Yes, I know it, green would be awesome and it would match with my jacket I have on. Yes, we really should change it, but the problem is I don't know how to do it, and Chip, well, he is good with fixing the cars not to change colors. I think, well, you know what, I will do some more research in it and contact some people that might know how to do, or maybe they know someone that could do it. We'll see later on. Maybe there would be a change that we make a color that nobody ever saw on a car. Let me think. A pink car would be fun for the girls I think, but that won't work out for Chip I think because he is a yellow fan. I don't know, but he just loves the color combination of black and yellow. Everything he sees with that color combination he just gets in love with it. Did you ever see Chip his house? Well, it is totally black and yellow besides of his garden. His house is so big you literally have everything in it, from a railroad to a car garage to a swimming pool. It is huge. But yes, let's get our focus back on the cars we are driving today because there are a lot of them. I am trying every car now so I can decide later on which one I need to destroy and which one is the fastest. Well, we kind of know which one is the fastest, the speed monster of course, but let's see which one will get second place and third place of course. So this car is okay but not the fastest. I will now show you the last car, and the thing I like about this car is that it doesn't a roof so you can just look everywhere you want. I think it isn't that fast, but that is not a problem because the car isn't made for speed. It's just a relaxed car where you can drive and when you bored or something. A perfect example of a car where you can go touring and just have fun with it and a lot looking around, see what is happening around you. I think we are gonna expand the road a bit more because I want to see what the full speed is when you get a long road. How long should we make it? Chip once told me he once was on a road when he never could see the end. It was such a long way in the middle of nowhere. When it was becoming dark he turned around and went home because of the mobs that would spawn in. You should really be careful of them because they won't have mercy on you even if you are in a car. They will do everything to just get you out of that car and fight you. So this is my advice for when a scenario like that happens and you encounter a lot of mobs. Just turn around, go home, make yourself ready for a battle and then come back. Fight them like you did never before because I am getting enough of them, especially those creepers. They always destroy everything. Like once I was working on my farm. I had this automatic farm where everything did his own thing and suddenly there was this huge army of creepers coming towards me. First thing I did was called Chip and told him I need his help. I am about to get under attack of creepers. He hung up and was at my place in 2 minutes right on time. We had a huge fight, creeper by creeper. We killed them. That was one of the longest nights I had. I was so tired after that I was not able to think straight. I just went to my bed and fell asleep. Well, I don't know how I ended up in this black hole. I think I went too fast. I never went so fast that I fell under the blocks. Well, how am I gonna get out of this place? I have no idea. Let me think. Maybe if we just move a lot and just keep doing what we are, then we just get teleported back up. I also can't see Chip anymore. I wonder what he is thinking now, because he is the one that usually leaves me when he needs to do something or has some friend he needs to help out. But this time the roles are turned. I left Chip. Well, that's fine. I will find him later on because what we are about to do, guys, is that we are gonna blow cars up. Yes, I think the fun part is about to start because I just like to blow things up. Like who doesn't? Creepers like it too, but I hate them. Ha ha ha. Yes, creepers. You know what we should do one day, guys? Just look where these creepers come from and then bring the fight to them. Let's see if they like it when we blow up their houses. I would need to do more research on that. I will come on that point, guys. Don't worry. I am gonna make a small road where I can place the cars on and then blow them up. Maybe it would give another effect. I am not sure, but we will see. I will tell you something about experience I had when I was trying to mine for diamonds. So it was a clear day, nothing really special. Me and Chip were making ourselves ready to go on a big mining trip. We took everything we needed: extra diamond pickaxes, food, wood, everything we needed. So we took a day to just chill and rest before we went off. So the next day we took off. In the morning we crossed like 10,000 of blocks, but still no interesting place to start a diamond mine. Funny part was that we did this on foot, not with a car, because one car was broken and friends of Chip were looking into it, so we had to go on foot. That wasn't the problem. We had a fun time and we made a lot of new friends. They also offered us food and a place where we could sleep. So we still were looking and looking. Eventually we found it, a nice spot. It had a water stock next to it in the mountains and it was just perfect. Some friends we made along the road were also with us to help, so we had a group of 10 people. Everyone had a task to do. I was constructing the inside of the mine, but Chip and a guy were making a road from the mine to our houses. So time passed and everything was coming to a finish. The mine was almost up and running, just a small things left. So the next day was coming around and we started the mining. Everything went well until we reached a surprise, and that was a other group that was mining on the exact same place as we were. So this huge race came on who would find the fastest and most diamonds. You would think this is a bad thing. Well, it wasn't, because both teams found a lot of diamonds in a short time. So that I liked that experience. In the end we also ended up as friends with the other team, so everything was alright. We also made a road from our village to there, so you know how close we were. Alright, so let's get back to the blowing up cars. We are gonna build a small form of primates where we can place the cars on top and see what kind of reaction that will. Maybe they will explode to whole other places we don't know, so let's find it out. My job is to show you beautiful people what happens when you do something stupid, so you don't do something stupid, if you get it. If you know what I mean. I do these things well, yay, because I am just savage and can do whatever I want whenever I want. So let's see, what stupid thing shall I do up next? I have no idea. I think we need more explosion and more cars, don't you people think? Let's do some yellow cars at the first and second layer, and the third one with only red cars. That way it looks extra nice when we blow it up. I am so excited to blow them up. You know what I did once? Well, I will tell you. There was this big abandoned city where there just wasn't any life to see, so this is what I did. At every corner of the street I made a 30 TNT blocks high tower, and at every corner you should see it was amazing till I was with some friends of mine. When everything was ready we detonated every TNT tower, and at the same time it was so fun to see how every TNT went at other way. In no time the whole city was destroyed. But that was just the beginning, because when everything from the old city was gone we start building a new city, and we are going to make it out of wood. Wood is cheap and wood is classy, and it almost looks nice everywhere, so that is something that is great. We are going to place this little house where the launch takes place and where the buttons and stuff are, so that is going to be pretty cool as well. But let's begin with taking all of the stuff that we need, and we just need some blocks to build on. And my block of choice is wood, as I already said. And we just need some powered rails and some normal rails, and then we need some buttons and stuff just to make it a bit better. But that is not really that important. The important thing is that this roller coaster is going to be a really good one. It might be Steve's last one, so who knows. But anyways, this little house where the launch of the greatest coaster of all time is going to be at looks pretty cool and simple, so I like that. And it is just going to be a pretty simple roller coaster, but that does not mean that it won't be fun. So our house thing is done, and we just need to make the beginning, and I think that all of you know how that goes. You need some powered rails and a starting block, and then you place a button next to that, and then the cart goes flying over the rails, and it is just going to be amazing. So let's waste no more time and we can start placing all the blocks that are going to form the roller coaster. And Disney, if you are still watching, yes, I can do this, so believe in me please. But a roller coaster wouldn't be a roller coaster if it didn't have a dark part where you fly off. That is always the most exciting part of a roller coaster, at least I think that is the most exciting part. So, we are now just going to leave it this dark, but we do need some torches so we can see when we are digging the tunnel. I don't want no accidents to happen, and I always put safety first, so that is great. So now the tunnel is pretty much done and it looks pretty great. I am not sure if that bug that if you go through a corner in a space that is only 1 wide and 2 high, if you see black and get hurt, but I think that he will be able to just take that pain as a man, so let's just leave it like that, and I think that he will just be okay. The second corner of the tunnel is going to be here, and this one will be really cool. It is just going to be dark and stuff. And after this tunnel the going to the sky part is going to start, so I think that the people that are going to ride this amazing ride are going to be really hyped in this tunnel, so I am going to call it the hype tunnel, because they will be hyped when they go through this tunnel, because after the tunnel the most amazing part of the roller coaster will start. And that is the going to the sky part, which I already mentioned, and that is going to be really cool, and I really want it to just be really cool, so we are going to make it really cool. And then when it is really cool, maybe the really cool kids also want to ride this roller coaster, so we are going to see if they will actually do that, and that is going to be really cool if the cool kids are going to ride this roller coaster. Well, then that was one hell of a sentence if you ask me. I really was just confused with what I was saying myself. But you might be wondering something along the lines of, Sub, why are you building the tunnel floor out of wood? Well, I am going to tell you why. I believe that this gives it a bit cooler effect, and that the tracks will be placed on this wood is just amazing, and it is just going to be pretty cool. So yeah, if the tracks are going to be placed on this, then it gives it a bit of a matching thing. The tracks are also made out of wood and iron and stuff, and then it is going to match. Well, if I had the time I would also change the walls to wood, but I don't think that it would really be a cool tunnel if I did that, so I am just going to not do that, and I am going to leave it here. It was going to take too much time anyway, so that is alright. So yeah, this thing that is going to bring him up in the sky, which we are making right now, already looks pretty cool. And yes, These tracks are also going to match the wood that is in the sky. If glass would appreciate that there would be tracks on it, then I would make this out of glass, so Steve would have less of a chance to spot us. But this is alright, it is just some floating wood. Nothing really that suspicious. But because the time is here to end it. I hope you liked it, because I will be back soon, with new content of course. So for now I say goodbye, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.